Okay.
What are we drinking?
Oh, water.
What's everybody
Yes,
drinking? I'm curious.
Teddy,
Everybody's drinking something. What's everybody
Teddy,
drinking?
listen, me and
Yeah.
Bree are strictly on water right now,
Water.
okay? We
And
had we
raspberries.
we had some experiences the other day.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
both vomited. So,
Man,
Water,
I've
yeah,
gotten
yeah.
very
Being
drunk.
Lots
right
of
now,
water.
honestly, during this quarantine, right now is a really good time to become a hydro homie.
Don't
you know
ever call
what?
it a hydro homie, or I will never drink water again. You LA piece of shit.
They don't actually say that there, do they?
Hydro homies?
Required.
Yeah, it's required.
law.
Anytime you go to like Starbucks or any restaurant and you ask for a glass of water, they say, "Well, here you go, hydro homie."
Oh, shut the fuck up. I
Yeah,
hate you.
that's how it goes. All right, are we pretty much ready to get started? I already started recording, but like, I need a good
But
place to.
since we're in Texas, this is a two-party recording law.
No, it's not.
Called.
It's only one party.
Oh, is it a one-party?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we use that to record some people. I guess if we're recording, I shouldn't go into detail.
All right, so let's just go ahead and get
You used it
started.
to record people.
On that note, hey, hi everybody. This show has neither name nor concept yet. Well, I guess it has a concept, but it has no name, so I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to say here. But welcome to Hither and Thither, an actual play game of TROIKA, which is a role-playing game just released. Like, maybe I think the full version of the game came out maybe, I want to say 2 months ago. Don't quote me on that. Something like that. It's new.
I've quoted you.
Yep, you've quoted me on it. And in seeing that a new role-playing game came out, I really wanted to play it, so I got some of my homies together to play this game. Let's introduce the homies real quick before we introduce the game. So, right underneath me, Christian, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Christian. I am a homie. There's not too much to know about me except that I am a homie, a hydra homie, and a friend.
And to my right is Bree. Introduce yourself.
I'm Bree. I sound like I'm from Minnesota, but I'm not. I like to draw, and I don't think narwhals exist.
And
You also do the artwork.
Oh yes, and I am doing artwork for this. So
yeah, whenever it is that we finally have artwork, you'll know who to credit. So hopefully that'll be coming. We're right now like Melsonian Arts Council. I'm gonna send y'all this. If it's not cool that I'm using like y'all's text for this overlay, let me know. Because I'll get rid of that. It's not gonna be there forever. It's just a placeholder for now until we get an actual banner. And like actual like good overlays. But yeah, I hope I'm not stepping on any toes there. But on that note, underneath Bree, we've got the man himself. Lance, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm just taking a little trip to the Bahamas right now because I'm fabulously rich. I own an island out there, actually. But I am that weird theater kid in high school that decided to continue on and get a degree in musical theater and waste 4 years of his life. So that's me.
That's more than just one of us here, but thanks for thanks for throwing me under the bus
True.
like that.
I tell it how I see it.
Thanks for thanks for that shout out. So I thought we'd talk for a second. Has everybody read or like gotten a copy of the rules yet?
No.
I have. I think I might be the only one that has actually read.
Really?
Yeah, because I was looking at the art.
Yeah, can you share that with everybody? Actually, could you share that?
Share
I was gonna
what?
say that I would do it. Actually, no, I'll do it right now. I forgot that I hadn't even sent y'all
Yeah, I went to go look for it because I thought it was in our
it
chat,
the
but
rules.
it
Maybe
wasn't.
for
No,
me to
I've got it. I
get
tried.
pulled up
See, I
in front of
tried to put it in chat, but I couldn't. I guess Discord just doesn't allow things over a certain file size. But I will send you a copy.
Where are you sending it to?
I'm gonna send it to your email.
Okay.
Your yeet mail.
Your email. Is it the Gmail or the Yahoo?
Whichever. Yahoo, please. I prefer.
Yahoo you prefer? Okay.
Yeah.
You prefer Yahoo? You fucking boomer.
I know. Who the hell prefers
You
Yahoo?
fucking
I
old
use
ass
Outlook.
Fucking Lance, what's your could you just DM me your email address?
Where?
Just post it in the
In the
Discord.
chat?
Yeah, no, post it in the Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yes, please.
Gotta reopen Discord
I don't
again.
want to air all of your details. It's kind of like minorly disturbing every time your like Zoom background cuts through your clothing.
I'm naked underneath. Sorry.
Yeah, the clothes are the background.
Yes, that it's part of the background. I'm not wearing clothes right now.
Did you already send it? Or are you waiting for his email?
I just sent my the name of my email.
Okay. Has this
I'm
always
glad you
been...
said that because lots of people have been trying to get my email recently.
Yeah, I was about to say, has this always been your email address? This looks way
Listen,
different.
I have a lot of emails. Okay, I've got my personal email, I've got my professional email, and I've got my trash email. I also have my tonal email. I have another McDougal email that I don't use.
Okay,
yeah.
You got too many emails, my guy.
But it's good because I only get like stuff about work in my professional.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Real question,
like
though.
it,
Do you
and
check all of them?
I check, well, I used to check 3 of them. I used to check my trash and I would delete it. And then I always check my personal and professional. But then some evil human being got a hold of my email address from my junk email. And they used a bot to subscribe me to about 3,000 different email subscription lists. And I literally got all these emails like in a row. It was one day, but it's so many I can't I just put trash in there now. Like there were some things that were it was horrible, but I was like, thank God it was my junk email. Thank God it wasn't like that would have been horrible.
Yeah,
it
right.
would have been all 2 emails. So
Yeah.
thank God it wasn't.
I haven't gotten it yet, Teddy.
Okay, I just sent it out. It's gonna take a second. While we stall for time and like Lance's Zoom background again, like horrifyingly transports him between dimensions. I thought I'd give everybody some background of like who we are as a group, like because this is the OG squad of people that started playing role-playing games.
Yeah.
We've been playing for what, like 6 years now?
Yeah.
6 years?
Oh.
Yeah,
Off
I
and
think it
on.
was like
I remember
right
the
after we
first-
graduated high school.
Yeah, it was right
Remember
after
the
we
first
graduated
session?
high school, and
Because I remember the first session because I jumped down the hole and you weren't expecting it. You were like, you jumped down the hole because there a hole was there, and I was like, I jumped down the hole to get to the basement, and I saved the day.
that's right. Yeah. You picked up the Lovecraftian obelisk thing that was
Just
hiding in the
in
basement.
time.
Yeah, and you saved everybody. I remember that.
Yeah, because me and Christian really did not think that Lance was gonna have to be the one to save our asses. Like,
He was the weird bard that kept trying to read magic writing on boxes.
yes, the weird bard that you summoned all of your spells by literally singing Lady Gaga songs in real time.
Oh my God, I forgot about
Yes.
it. Tiffle Swarren was like,
How
That
could you
was
forget
that was Tiffle
That was
Snorin. Yeah,
Tiffle.
that's who Tiffle was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
what a
Yeah.
man.
It's
What a
crazy to
man.
me that like in all 6 years, like mostly off and on that we've been playing, like Lance, A, you haven't played with us, and B, this group hasn't played together since then.
I know, it's been kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well, because I was off at college, and then you guys, like,
No.
some people were still there, and it was hard.
Yeah. I feel like as soon as we pivoted from playing 5e to playing like Delta Green and more horror games and stuff after that, we kind of like
Yeah.
didn't know if you would be as into that.
Listen, I'm into doing things with y'all and imagination where I can pretend the real world doesn't exist. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm always into that. That's why I drink alcohol. So
Whether it's like getting into like nice fantasy adventures or like falling into a butter hole or
Oh, the
rest in
butter
peace.
roll.
Yeah, pouring one out for the homie real quick.
Hey, I have a question while we're stalling for time again.
Yeah.
What's your stance on language in this stream? Are we trying to keep it PG?
No, we're not trying to keep it PG.
Okay,
you
fuck
can,
that.
You can use whatever
The
language you want.
fuck
Okay.
the PG.
This is a family broadcast.
we're sponsored by PBS.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I get all my funding from.
KERA,
Yeah.
Sesame Street.
Yes.
Have you all
After
gotten
Sesame
Got it.
Street.
I got it.
You got it, Lance? Have you got it?
It took a bit.
Have you got the rules book? The Book of Rulings.
dance for me, dance for me, dance for me.
No, I haven't got it.
Did you check your spam? Are you looking at the right inbox? Christian got it.
Oh, no, I was looking in the wrong inbox. I got it.
Not get it to load.
You're still pulling it up?
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's just,
Is the PDF not loading?
yeah, feel like it's probably my iPad.
Huh.
I'll just
Okay.
put it on my phone.
Okay. Yeah. While everybody does that, now
Yeah,
that
I can
everybody's
see it.
got it, I wanted to take a second to introduce Troika, because I know that, like, the audience probably, well, I'm imagining the majority of the audience will be familiar with Troika, but there's probably going to be some people that don't know what it is, and y'all, for the most part, don't know what
No
Troika is. So, I thought I would read a little bit of the rulebook. I imagine this is some of Daniel Snell's writing. He's the only credited writer on here, right? Well, there's some proofreaders, but I imagine that this is his writing. But I wanted to read just a few paragraphs out that I think do a good job of setting kind of what the general vibe is for the game. So, it says here, Troika is a science fantasy RPG in which players travel by eldritch portal and non-Euclidean labyrinth and golden-sailed barge between the uncountable crystal spheres strung delicately across the humpbacked sky. What you encounter on those spheres and in those liminal places is anybody's guess. I wouldn't presume to tell you, though inside this book you will find people and artifacts from these worlds which will suggest the shape of things. The adventure and wonder is in the gaps. Your game will be defined by the ways in which you fill them. So I think what that establishes, generally speaking, is that as we go through character creation, there are going to be a lot of things, and I'm sure if you've taken a second to look at the book and kind of read through some of these things, there's a lot that is left unexplained. There are a lot of blanks that are left unfilled, and it's kind of our job, and it's kind of the purpose of this, like, session 0, to take a second and kind of fill in those gaps as best we can for the moment. We don't have to come up with answers for everything. Just to kind of define, like, I mean, who y'all are as characters, and B, what the world is for the most part. Does that make sense?
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, looking through my little agenda, introduce cast, checked. Introduce Troika, check. Nice. Okay, so we can kind of play this one of two ways. Do we want to jump into character creation right now, because it's pretty simple, or do we want kind of a rundown of how the rules work for this game?
Maybe a rundown first.
Rundown
Yeah.
first? Okay, yeah. I mean, it's whatever would help y'all as players kind of figure out, like, character creation. So, basically, the game just uses D6. And when I say that, what I mean is that the game uses D3s, D6, D66, and then D666, and then so on. Like, what that means when you're called to roll a D666 is you roll a D6 3 times, and then you take each number as an integer in, like, the larger number. So that's the only dice we'll ever be using, is a D6.
Yeah, so it's not a true D666.
Exactly.
Okay.
The skill system and, like, the conflict resolution system is really similar to Delta Green and to Call of Cthulhu and, like, other basic role-playing games where you roll under. You'll get, in character creation, a set of skills, and the skills have a number. You add that number to, like, your total, like, skill value, which is one of your attributes, and then that gives you your final number. If you want to roll, say, like, there's a sword fighting skill, right? Say you have, like, a 7 in sword fighting, and you've got, or no, let's say you have like a 3 in sword fighting and then a 4 skill. So you'd add those together, you get 7. If you're in a situation where you have to, like, roll for your sword fighting, this is not a good example because it would be an opposed roll, but you would roll under the number. That make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a roll under system.
So the higher the number you have, the better.
Exactly, yeah.
The easier to pass, yeah.
There's some other stuff to get into. This game has a really interesting initiative system. I guess, yeah, let's get into that right now, because I kind of want... Let me get my notebook out. Because I need to take some notes on what might be some good ways to handle initiative and Roll20 in this game. Because this game does not use a traditional initiative system where, like, you know, y'all have a dex value or whatever, and then we consult that for initiative order. Basically, how it works is that when we go into combat, everyone is given 2 tokens of a similar color. A single color. So, like, Lance could get yellow, Christian could get green, Bree could get blue. You get 2 of those.
And it's random?
Yeah. Well, no, the number and the color aren't random. So you'll always have, for the sake of making things simple, just pick a color, right? But it doesn't have to be a color. I've been toying with the idea of doing a deck of cards. I'll get into it. So you get a set number of the same tokens. Everybody puts them into a pile. And then I get another set of tokens that represent the initiative of whoever it is that you're, like, fighting against. And then I add that to the stack with all of y'all's tokens. And then I add another token that is, like, a distinct color from all of the rest of them. Like, say, a gold, for instance. And then, on a turn, you draw from the stack. Or rather, I think I draw from the stack. Or you draw from the stack. I think, the GM will remove a token from the stack at random, yeah. So I would draw from the stack, and then let's say I pull up one of Christian's tokens. Then Christian gets to take a turn. And then let's say I draw back in again, and I pull a token for, like, some goblins, or whatever. Then the goblin gets to take a turn. And then that keeps going on and on until whenever I pull, and, like, you keep them. So if I pull Christian's, he gets to keep his token. I pull a goblin, I get to keep it. Lance, you get to keep it. Bree, you get to keep it. That will keep on going until I draw the token that one single token that doesn't match to any of the enemies or doesn't match to y'all. So let's say gold in this instant. That delineates the end of the round. That resolves any, like, spell effects or, like, status ailments or stuff like that. And then once I draw that, everybody's tokens go back in, and then we start another round. That makes sense?
So you don't know how long an effect will...
No, exactly.
Change it.
Exactly.
Well,
you never
yeah.
know how long an effect is going to take. You never necessarily know if you're going to get to have a turn in a round. I was listening to somebody talking about this game. I forget who it was, but they even suggested having tokens that represent, like, scene changes, or tokens that represent, like, different things happening during, like, a battle or a skirmish or something like that, which seems really interesting. I don't know right now how I'm going to do that in Roll20. So I don't know if maybe some of y'all might...
You make custom decks?
I think you can make custom decks in Roll20. It would be cool if we used, like, a deck of cards, or, like, I don't know how you would make this work, but, like, a tarot deck would be cool too. Just thematically, cool. Yeah, aesthetically, I think that would be cool. But that's something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now that we've covered that, are y'all ready to make characters?
Yes.
Do it.
It's my favorite part.
All right, sick. So does everybody have a copy of the character sheet? I sent y'all form fillable ones, or if you printed one out, or whatever you've got.
Ready.
Is the form fillable one separate from the email you just sent me?
Yes.
Yeah, the form.
It's
I
in
think
the
it's in the Discord.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dance on.
Yeah. As of right now, there isn't a character sheet for this game in Roll20. If you're watching this and you're out there and you know how the fuck to use HTML or CSS, hit your boy up.
Used to.
Wait, I know how to do HTML. I was on Neopets in the mid-2000s.
I was in MySpace.
That's how I learned HTML.
Wait, did you really learn HTML?
I did, yeah.
I learned. I knew.
Joking? How have I never known this?
I'm not joking. Yeah, I learned HTML from Neopets.
I used to know HTML whenever I designed my own MySpace page, but like.
Do you have a MySpace? How old are you?
I don't know.
Are you our age? Aren't I older than you?
I'm the youngest one.
I've never
here.
had a MySpace.
I never had a MySpace.
I never had a MySpace either, but I could see how you could have a MySpace, because MySpace was big when I was in, like, 6th grade.
Also, but Christian was on the internet, like, long before any of us were, so...
Yeah, I was, like, playing online games at, like, age 6.
Yeah, I remember when I asked if I could have a Facebook, I was, like, 1,000,000% sure that they were going to say no. Like,
I didn't get a Facebook until I was 14.
I didn't.
I got it.
I wasn't allowed on the internet until I was 12.
Oh my god.
I wasn't
I
allowed
played
to be,
Neopets.
yeah, no, I wasn't allowed to be on the computer at all. Like, that was not a thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I played computer games like Scarlet something, the detective, or like Tonka trucks, and I'd like
Tonka
make
trucks!
trucks.
I played that game, that and Pajama Sam.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I mean those were fun. I mean I was allowed to play games on the
And
computer.
point and
Did y'all play?
clicks.
Did y'all play Reader Rabbit?
No, but I did
No.
Jumpstart.
I remember Jumpstart. Yeah, those were fun games. Have y'all gone back and played any of those like kids PC games?
Yes.
Now?
Pajama Sam is great, and the tree
Oh.
is a lesbian.
The tree
Who knew?
lesbian and pajama
Yeah.
Sam.
Absolutely.
I played
Good for her.
I played the Tortoise and the Hare. It's like a race. I don't even know. I feel like you don't do anything. It's literally mostly like a video of them racing, and you make choices. But like I don't even remember. But
Anyway.
Okay,
Sidebar.
the
character
lemonade
creation.
Lemonade
Character
Stand from Cool Math Games is still fun.
Cool Math Games is still a legitimately great Flash game site. If you're at work and like your phone is dead, Cool Math Games is the place to fucking be. All right, so character creation. Everybody has the PDF up, correct? You've got your
Yes.
character sheets at the ready.
Yeah.
Go to page 2, and then you see character creation, and there is an overview. Does everybody see that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So the first thing that you're gonna do,
Is this in the reference one?
huh?
Is this in the reference one? Because the character creation sheet, the Tonka GGE character sheet I have
Tonka.
just has.
This is the PDF of the game rules.
Oh, okay.
Big one.
Gotcha.
Big
Yes,
book.
yes.
All right, so
Okay.
while Lance is looking for that, those of you that are ready, the first thing that you have to do, you roll 1d3 plus 3, and then that will be your skill. And you'll fill that up in the little skill page. Little skill
Okay.
box. I'm going to pull up the character sheet as well.
Hop on over to my Roll20.
This is where I love having. By the way, MySpace has changed
1d3.
so much.
Oh,
Plus.
you got different
Three.
monitors, don't you, Christian?
MySpace has changed.
Okay, so my skill is 5.
Okay, cool. So fill that in.
Okay, I'm gonna need. Oh wait. So it's just /roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's 2d6 plus 12.
Yep.
15.
Nice. Yeah, stamina's 2d6 plus 12, and then your luck is 1d6 plus 6.
2d6 plus 12, and I got a 15. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, you rolled
Do you
real
see
bad.
that? I rolled a 2 and a 1.
You rolled really bad.
But fuck me, right?
I have a 6 skill.
Damn. Fuck. Okay, well, maybe my luck will be really good. 1d6 plus 6.
Dang, Lance. You maxed out.
24.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Oh, maybe I should put roll. 1d6. Okay, I got an 11 for luck, so.
Okay.
19 for stamina.
Okay. That's
We should
not-
probably take turns and like read through these so that they can
Oh,
collectively.
7.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the lowest you can get.
Yes, that is.
Yep.
So I have the highest.
You've got the
Okay.
highest stamina but the lowest luck so far, I think.
So everything in balance.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I got a 7 luck as well.
Well,
Okay.
okay. Has everybody done their attributes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wait, are we supposed to put these into the typing? Like this is where we
Yes.
put it in the thing.
Yes, this is where you put it in the thing.
So
First one was your skill. Your second was your stamina. Third was your luck.
Okay. And then baseline possessions.
So you get 2d6 silver pence. This game's really British. Like,
baseline.
they started going into pence and shit. I don't.
Oh, cool, I have 4 silver pence.
Oh, nice.
I have 5.
4 silver p.
5 SP.
A knife! No!
Yeah, you get a knife, you get a lantern, and a flask of oil, a rucksack, and 6 provisions.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Oh, I need to
Why?
turn that blip off.
You don't want the roll 20 roll sound?
No. It's off.
Okay.
I almost don't need to be using another light source. My monitor is so bright.
Yeah, but if you change things, you'll then get inconsistent lighting.
Yeah.
So the 5 that I got, I
I put it in currency.
Okay.
Ooh, I check. You can. Ooh.
I just put 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Has everybody recorded their possessions? Okay.
That goes into inventory, yes?
Yes. Or no, it doesn't. Okay, also, here's the thing. Fun rule about this game. The order of your inventory matters, right?
Oh.
So whenever you're in combat and you want to draw something out of your inventory, you roll 2d6 and you have to get at or under the number of the inventory slot. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
like, say you're in combat.
Important things you want to be
at the
first.
top.
At the top.
Yeah.
Can you rearrange them?
I see.
Yeah, you can rearrange them.
Okay.
Obviously, like, not in the middle of combat, but like if you want to, like.
Right. But inventory is where we put these things.
Yes, correct. Okay. Y'all got everything sorted out. We'll take a second and wait before we start doing backgrounds because that's the fun thing.
So do we get to choose our background?
No, you don't.
Damn, because I have eyeballs set on one, and I'm just gonna have to hope I get lucky.
I'm gonna let y'all. I think what I'm gonna do though is I'll let y'all roll twice, and you can pick between 2.
How dare you want us to enjoy your character?
Yeah, I want you to have. I mean, not to say that like, me personally as an excellent role player, I wouldn't have fun with any one of these backgrounds, but I want y'all to get to pick, kind of. Can I take a guess as to which one you want to be?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I have one idea.
Okay.
Let me go through these one more time.
I'm just gonna go ahead and roll.
Why does it?
I fucking love the Fellow of the Sublime Society of Beefsteaks.
I will be honest with you. The backgrounds in TROIKA have the best, like, you know, that is there a word for the kind of energy where you are just dreadfully serious about some of the most like whimsical, mundane, tiny little details? Because that's this game. It's
the most Willy Wonka ass energy I've ever seen in a role playing game.
Incredible.
Oh, I love the monkey monger too.
Ooh.
Like, it's incredible.
Okay.
There's not.
All right. Here's my official guess. You ready?
Okay.
Is it number 62, the Vengeful Child?
It is not the Vengeful Child, but I did have my eye on it.
Okay. What is it?
I feel like I don't want to say it because I want to keep the odds of me getting it higher.
Okay.
And if I say it, then I'll jinx it.
That's not how odds work.
Once we roll, how do we figure out what those numbers?
Okay.
It's 56 or 51.
So let's just do this. All right.
Because I liked Christian's idea of knowing his 2 options instead of just looking at a bunch of them he's not going to choose from.
All right.
Yeah, I already rolled.
Oh,
right.
You already
did
rolled?
that because
I had my 2 choices.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the way I wanted to do it. God, go back. Re-roll.
No, I like mine.
Okay. All right. Everybody roll 2. What is it? It's a D66, right?
So 2d6.
Roll
and then
2d6, and then you take both numbers.
Okay, we pick both numbers.
So Christian's got number 34, number 41, and then we'll go in order. So Christian, you go first. Tell us what they are, and then read out the description and the possessions.
So the first one, which is a real good one, is 34, the Lonesome Monarch. You were the ruler of all you surveyed, a great conqueror, a lawbringer. Unfortunately, your horse sped off into the pixie forest, or the court magician ensured you disappeared, or you led a sortie into the stars to put your stamp on them as well. Either way, you're now a lost and lonely sovereign without a kingdom. No one has heard of you or your people. Most don't believe you and laugh, or worse. They do believe you and shrug at your vagaries of fate. Possessions is a nice weapon of my choice, a crown, and a tired horse.
And then what's the other one?
Do you don't want skills? Okay.
No. Yeah, tell us your skills.
I got 3 in etiquette, 3 in fighting in my nice weapon, and then 3 ride and 1 tracking. My other one, which is different to say the least, it was a necromancer. I have to find that page.
Necromancer's 41.
Yes.
Here we go.
The least popular of the magical practitioners, necromancers are shunned by the major centers of learning, left to their own devices on the edge of society, passing on knowledge in the time-honored master-student dynamic. This loneliness encourages students to make their own friends. I got dusty robes, the skull of your master, oh god, or a zombie servant or ghost with whom you have developed a codependent relationship. Both of these are great. With 2 healing, 2 mortuary science, 2 in relationship counseling.
I love that they get relationship
counseling?
Yeah.
1 with a posthumous vitality spell, 1 in skeletal counsel, 1 in torpor, and 1 in sneak.
Okay. Lance?
So the first one is 51.
Is what now?
51.
51 is the first one. So
50, the skeptical Lamasu. All right.
Yes. So with the body of the bull and the head of the man.
Can you look into your microphone? We can barely hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go.
From the bot, and if you don't think the microphone's working out, I do have a.
It sounds.
headset.
It sounds great right now. You're just facing away from
Okay. Yeah, I was. Okay, so with the body of a bull and the head of a man, the 4 legs of a cat and the wings of a swan, you are the sweetest of the children of the gods. You, however, were not content to rest on the cloud and instead descended from the heavens or crawled up from the abyss and set about finding your own path among the stars. Your possessions are incidental sacred jewelry worth 10d6 silver pence if traded, a pillbox hat, claws that damage as a sword, hooves that damage as a club. So with those, I don't have to reach in to get them.
No, they're on your body. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wings are able to fly as fast as a running man over clear ground. Heck yeah. And then I have my advanced skills are 3 fly, 3 spell random, 3 spell random, 3 spell random, 2 claw fighting, and 1 hoof fighting. I do have a question. What does 3 spell random mean?
So basically, you get a 3 skill, like a 3 level skill, or a 3rd level skill in a random spell. So we'll go to the spell table later, and then you'll roll, and it'll randomly determine what spells you get.
Cool.
All right.
Wait,
and then what
so
was your...
hold on. When you say that, which ones I get, does that mean we will determine them permanently? It's not like in a battle, I'll roll to see what spell happens.
That's funny, but no, we'll permanently determine which. Like...
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
But you don't want his 3rd one just being a coin toss?
You make your opponent extremely flatulent.
Is that a spell?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I was just saying, like,
the
I wouldn't be
spells in
shocked.
this game-
Like,
Yeah.
your water appears, and you're fighting an ogre, and it does nothing.
What is this? Prestidigitation as a D&D? All
Oh
right.
god.
56
and
is
then
his
your
other
other,
one.
and then it's a
My
6.
other one is 56.
56.
Oh, 56.
Which is what is it?
Oh, it's a thaumaturge. Okay.
Yeah.
A what?
thaumaturge.
A thaumaturge. You know what that is?
Wandering miracle workers, the depth of whose clothes are filled with patches of unguents, holy icons, and herbs.
Unguents.
No matter the
I thought the man said onions.
that too. Holy icons and herbs. No matter the metaphysical need, you are always present.
Okay.
Possessions. Thaumaturgic fez. I have a fez. Staff. Beckoned with charms and bells. May reap may re-roll 1 die on the oops table if using this staff. However, may never speak up on anyone because of the ringing and clattering it makes.
Oh god.
Wait, what does that mean?
You can't sneak up on anyone.
Yeah, you can't
What?
sneak up
Oh,
on people,
can't
but you can
sneak-
re-roll. You can
Can't
re-roll 1 die.
sneak up.
Yeah.
I thought it said can't speak up. And I was
Yeah.
like, what, can I not talk?
No, you can.
Can you
talk, just
imagine?
And
Nobody
you guys
can
were
hear
like,
you.
thank God. Okay. Curled shoes, voluminous robes, and the advanced spells are 3 spell undo, 2 spell assume shape, 2 spell thunder, 2 spell random, 1 spell brittle twigs, 1 spell random, 1 second sight, 1 astrology. Special. You may test your luck to just so happen to have exactly the common mystic
Tchotchke.
Tchotchke.
Lance, I'm gonna need you to try and pronounce tchotchkes again.
The choo choo.
Admittedly, I've never seen it spelled, but I figured it out.
Bobble or giga the
Googa.
situation requires.
Tchotchke, bobble, or googa.
Please,
Okay,
please
but-
pick this one because I just want to hear you struggle with these words.
I can't because my luck is 7.
Abysmal.
So like that would literally never help me ever. Like
All right. And Bree, what are your 2?
I actually rolled, I thought that I rolled incorrectly, so then I corrected it, but then I realized that I didn't really roll incorrectly, so I'm going with the first 2 rolls to be fair.
Okay.
I got 43, which is
The poorly
a
made.
poorly
dwarf.
made dwarf.
oh, a poorly made dwarf?
Yes, dwarfs are known for being the finest artisans of the million spheres. Give a dwarf a rock and they will make gold. Give a dwarf a boulder and they will make you a dwarf. You are supposed to be the finest expression of dwarfy craftsmanship, a true masterpiece, a brand new dwarf like those made by the old masters, but you were deemed imperfect and abandoned.
Oh.
So you would get a woodman's axe and an empty firkin.
I don't even know. What's a firkin?
I think it's a character from Moomin.
Ah,
Huh?
thank you.
Excuse me?
You're welcome. I'm making a joke.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yep.
And then you get what?
You would
What are
get
your
3
skills?
fist fighting, 3 awareness, 2 strength, 2 wrestling, 2 axe fighting. Oh, and then special as 22 dwarf, but additionally, other dwarves will completely ignore you as though you are a piece of furniture or somebody's abandoned hat. Very
Oh my
occasionally, they may openly examine and comment thoughtfully to themselves on your unforgivable flaws, possibly while marking areas for improvement on your body with a grease pen. To non-dwarfy eyes, you probably look like any other dwarf. You have +4 snake versus dwarfs.
Okay. That's kind of fun. What's the other one?
The other one that I got is 32, which is the it's like an assassin in training. The journeyman of the Guild of Sharp Corners.
That's a heck
You
of a name.
are an assassin in training, graduated from fighting dummies and branding practice clients, freshly imbued with a license to ply your trade. You haven't fully developed the idiosyncratic methods required of a master, but you are on the path. That would give me the black clothes of the apprentice. I'm going to say this wrong. Garrett.
It's a
Garrot.
Garrot. Or is it
Garrot.
Garrot?
I wasn't Garrot.
Excuse me. I do
It
believe
wire.
means I can strangle people.
I do believe it is the Garotatai.
What
Yes,
he
that's
said.
what it is.
Garotatai.
Also, a curved sword, 3 vials of poison, and a crossbow with 6 bolts.
Mhm.
And would allow me the advanced skills of 1 poison, 1 sneak, 1 locks, 1 knife fighting, 1 climb, 1 awareness, 1 crossbow fighting, 1 swim, and 1 disguise.
Cool. So we know what everybody's 2 choices are. So now you get to pick. I'm curious now, what was the one that you wanted to get now that it can't be jinxed?
I really, really wanted the claviger.
The claviger? What
They
number?
really, they like keys and entryways.
Oh, yeah.
I just really liked the concept of a character who was like obsessed with something that seemed really mundane to everybody else. But I think that I can still work that character idea into any character. It's just not going to be part of the
You
background.
sure you didn't want to be the monkey monger?
You know what?
Love the monkey monger.
I really, really didn't want to be the Rhino Man.
The Rhino Man is fun, but he's kind of boring.
Can you answer one
Elephant
question for
Man.
me,
Who?
What?
Teddy?
Yes.
When it says staff, which in my possessions, if I was the thermometer,
The thaumaturge?
that.
Yes.
So with the
Thermom.
thermometer,
My man said Uma Thurman.
okay. So with this possessions, it says staff, and it says
Yeah.
bedecked with charms and bells. May reroll one die on the oops table.
Can you look at your screen when you speak? We can
I'm
just
sorry,
hardly
yes.
hear you. No, you're good. Just remind
I just
yourself.
need, I put it off the side. I'm put it on my keyboard. I'm not using my
yeah.
keyboard.
There we go.
So it says,
Yeah.
possession staff, bedecked with charms and bells, may reroll one die on the oops table if using the staff. Can you explain that?
Okay.
May
So what that
reroll
means?
one die.
Yes. So you can re-roll one die on the oops table. So the oops table is a thing that you roll on when like a spell goes bad, I think is what it is. Right? Let me. Yeah. So. Yeah, roll on the oops table when you fumble a spell. And the oops table is this thing at the back of the game. Let's take a look at the oops table.
It's a long list of just complications.
Yeah, it's a long list of complications. Like
Everyone in
there's
the
a flat-
vicinity
there is
turns
a-
into a pig, except
Yeah.
the wizard.
Wait, what were you gonna say, Teddy? Like what?
like what he just said. Like people turn into pigs. A random spectator's bones mysteriously disappear. Even
Holy
more
God.
mysteriously, they don't seem overly put out about it. They can't fight or cast spells and can only very slowly ooze about as a gelatinous blob of flesh, but they're generally unfazed. After 1d6 hours, the bones pop back into place wherever they went.
Oh my
So it's
God.
fun little things like that. You get to re-roll one die on it. I think it's a d6.
Yeah.
And can you
Well, 'cause
can you
it's-
clarify? So on the advanced skills, it says 3 spell undo. What is undo?
Let me take a look at that.
That's a spell called undo, I think.
Is that in this edition as well? Like, are you looking at it? Is this literally in all of this? Okay.
It's in the book somewhere.
Yeah, it's in here. All right, so has everybody chosen what they want to be? Does everybody have an idea?
I'm trying to decide.
I just want to know what undo is, and then I'll be good.
Undo's a spell.
Okay, I knew that.
Okay, so let me check and see what it does. Let's go to the spells,
I'm not asking you to look everyone up. I just want to know that one.
and let's go to U. Where does U come in the? You know what?
Undo, double cost original spell. The wizard disentangles a spell from this instance of reality. To do so, they must roll versus the original casting, if disentanglement is possible at all. It's basically, you can undo a spell. Like
That I cast.
No, that any spell, I think is what that means.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Expelliarmus.
That's not what El Expelliarmus did.
Expelliarmus disarms the
Okay, I
person
have a
if they
question.
want.
I have a question.
Yeah.
And it's, you have to look past my question and understand that I'm coming at this because I'm supposed to be drawing these characters and I don't want my character to be ugly. What do dwarves look like in this game?
Let's take a look at the dwarf page. So, dwarf. You are a short, hairy, belligerent, alcohol-dependent creature. The latter two may be linked, but you'll fight anyone who suggests as much. Since there are no dwarf women, or men, technically, there were no dwarf children or dwarf families, so you can fully commit yourself to the important dwarf endeavors of creating fine art in unusual places. So dwarves are
know that I like
genderless.
that.
Dwarves are genderless rock people.
I don't think I like that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the journeyman of the
Journeyman
the
of
Shark Corners.
Yeah, journeyman.
The Guild of
the
Shark
Guild of
Corners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let me. Am I on the right side of my notebook? Nope.
No, left.
I gotta open it like a manga.
Yikes!
Thank you, senpai.
Kill me.
Kudos.
So that's number.
Have y'all settled on what you're gonna be? So wait, Lance, do you know what you're gonna be?
You listen, I will let you know what I'm going to be once you say what you're going to be, okay?
Okay.
Right.
All right. All right. It seems like we're in a standoff then.
Yeah.
Assume shape makes me laugh. Assume shape. The wizard undergoes a distressing transformation into an inanimate object no larger than a piano and no smaller than a cup. Last until I just think it's hilarious. A distressing transformation, not
Yeah,
just
well, it's like it's not a poof. Like you see their skin mold into
It's
a
not
piano.
fun. Ugh.
Yeah, so Bree's a journeyman of the Guild of Sharp Corners. Christian, your two choices.
I'm at a coin toss of basically being a forlorn prince,
Mhm.
or a creepy ghost boy with a ghost friend.
You know, I
Ghost
feel
both
like
of those.
Huh?
I like both of them. They're both very anime, which
Exactly.
fits Christian's MO.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Spirited Away.
I'm an Anna homie.
I'm gonna adjust my lighting real quick.
I'm gonna go necromancer just because I want a ghost servant with whom I have developed a codependent relationship.
A codependent.
See,
So are you going to be two characters then?
I'm not gonna play the ghost, but they're gonna be around.
Okay. I have decided.
On.
I am going to be the skeptical Lamoose.
Lamoose?
Skeptical Lamoose.
The skeptical Lamasu.
I think it's
the weird
pronounced-
monster thing.
I think it's pronounced Lamasu. I don't know. I've never
Lamasu.
seen that word.
Because I'm gonna hate Christian. Because I'm all about magic, and he's like the magic that we all hate. I'm from the gods. So I can be a little hoity-toity, and
Yeah,
I
exactly.
also-
You're the sweetest of the children of the gods.
but of the gods, okay?
Exactly. But
We're the gods,
but the sweetest child.
Sweetest child.
Is this the one where you look like a...
Yes.
Yes,
Chimera.
Bree, with the body of a bull, the head of a man, the forelegs of a cat, and the wings of a swan.
That's going to be a bitch and a half for me to draw.
Challenge. That's your challenge, Bree.
Oh,
Right,
God.
So
Yes,
everybody.
so can I just say,
Yeah.
after this is done, you guys do have to kind of get me a description of what your character looks like if you want. Otherwise, I'm just going to draw them how I see them.
Okay, do we start writing this stuff down now?
Yeah. Okay. So, just to cover our bases again. So, Bree, you are journeyman of the Guild of Sharp Corners. Christian, you're a necromancer, and then Lance, you're a skeptical Lamasu.
Yes.
All right. Dope. So yeah,
Do
go
we put
ahead.
Do we put the number somewhere? On the actual character sheet, do we put like
The
51
number?
somewhere?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
But
Okay, gotcha.
yeah. So just write down your possessions, and then write down your skills as well. Write the skill number, just that number that it gives you on the background itself, and then when you actually roll, you'll add that number plus your attribute skill number, and that's what you want to roll under.
So is that
or
is
over.
that the rank?
Yes, that's the rank.
So what's the difference between possessions and inventory?
I think it's the same thing. Are they two separate?
Yeah, you
spaces
have
on your-
inventory, and then possessions are just circles that you click, and it like
That's
fills it in.
provisions.
That's
Oh,
provisions.
provisions. Thank you.
Yep.
I just wrote 6 provisions. I'll change that.
Okay. Cool.
I am illiterate.
Nice.
It's
Maybe.
Yep.
Well, you've heard me try to pronounce these, so.
I have.
God, I love one of my favorites is number 65, the Youngardi lawyer.
65.
It's number 65, yeah. Down in Youngardi, they do things differently. They respect the law. Every day there is a queue outside the courts to get a seat to see the latest up-and-coming barrister defend their case with a meter of steel. The people follow the careers of their favorite solicitors, watch all their cases, collect their portraits, and sneak
What?
into the court after hours to dab the patches of blood on white handkerchiefs. And Youngardi, they love the law.
Okay, that's pretty damn cool.
That's so neat.
There's a zoanthrope.
I
Which-
was hoping somebody got the zoanthrope.
You basically are just a nudist with no care in the world because you've like partially lobotomized yourself.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And you're probably naked.
No, you
I don't
most
like
certainly are
that.
not. You most certainly are naked.
It says you are probably nude.
okay. My background.
Yeah, I'm disappointed nobody got a fellow of the Sublime Society of Beefsteaks.
Oh my gosh.
Brawlers believe the application of might and a good beefsteak is the universal truth. Words have no power and can no more define the universe than they can build a house, lift a cup, or sear a steak. Might can. Really, they have thought a lot about this. You get in your possessions 2 kilos of premium meat cuts.
What?
One of your skills is grilling.
How does that help you?
You can cook the steaks.
You
know?
could interrogate someone.
Okay, now it's the hardest part. What's my name?
What's
Oh,
y'all's
God.
names? Yeah, that's the hard part. Who's got spells?
I
Me.
don't. And I'm so glad that I don't because, y'all, I hate magic in tabletop RPGs.
Yeah. Magic can be, like, thankfully at least this game has a pretty straightforward system of how magic works. You don't have to calculate a million different things just to cast a spell and then determine who gets hit by it and, like, how they get hit by it. It's pretty straightforward.
Just roll and go, roll and go.
Roll and go.
Okay, so Teddy,
Yes, sir.
is it rank or skill where we write? Okay, in the advanced skills and spells,
Rank.
name, and then rank is where we put what. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah. And then skill is your, like, skill total, and then the total is that.
Yeah. What? So on all the skills, there's a number next to all of them, like in the skill list. Like some say peace 2, poison 1,
Oh, is it the
awesome is
spells?
vitality in the spell list.
Oh,
don't know what that
I
means.
think that's let me double check. Let me go there. I think that's where when you randomly determine a spell, you're supposed to roll. Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry, that is the. Oh, that's
that
the
the spell
amount.
cost?
No, that's the amount of stamina that it costs to cast a spell.
Wait.
Well, good thing I have good stamina.
Yeah, what's up?
When you roll for your advanced skill,
Yeah.
how many d6 am I rolling?
Okay. What do you mean?
Like, if I wanted to roll for one of my skills,
Yeah.
how would I roll for them?
Okay. So let's look at this.
Because the total is what I'm trying to roll under, right?
Yes, correct. So what you're doing is, let's see here. So you are a number 32. So let's say you've got 1 and everything. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you took
I
your
have a
1.
6 in all of my skills, so I don't think it's possible for me to roll under anything.
What do you
Is
mean?
what I'm saying. How many d6 am I rolling when I
Oh.
test a spell?
It's 2d6.
Because I can't roll under 6 if I'm rolling 2d6, can I?
No,
You
Oh,
could roll a 1 and
hey
a 1.
guys, I don't know how math works.
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
it's okay. This is a learning process.
Yeah.
You know how games work.
Send me back to school.
Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna cut that out. We'll just jump to this point.
Yeah, how do we figure out the skill
Okay.
number?
So, you get your rank from your background, right?
Mhm.
So for
Yep.
you, Lance, let me go to the Lamasu, right?
I
You
get-
got-
Yeah, fly, rank 3.
Yes. So you would write that down, and you would write down the rank that you get from your background, and then in the
Yeah.
column where it says skill, write down the number that you have for your skill. Right? That's that number at the top of the page. It's the attribute that
Okay.
you determined, right? So what's your skill? Your skill is
Oh,
pretty high, right?
5.
Oh, it's 5. Okay. You have the
Yeah.
very high stamina. Okay. So you would add your rank plus your skill, and then you would get your total, and then your total is what you want to roll under, or roll.
Gotcha.
Or roll, but we'll
Beat
get
it.
to it. Yeah. Well, not beat it. What you want to do, so like how
Second.
combat works usually is you roll an opposed test. Like say you're fighting somebody also sword fighting. You roll an opposed test, and in an opposed test, you add your total to your roll, and then whoever gets the higher wins.
Ah.
Oh, when it said that I often turn to making friends, it means making friends.
Oh, Oh!
Oh my god.
Christian, you don't get any random spells, do you?
No.
No.
I do.
Posthumous Vitality, Skeletal Counsel, and Torpor. What do those do?
Posthumous vitality is basically raise a person from the dead.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just giving a dead body vitality. I need at least to have a fresh body or a well lubricated body, is what it said.
Ew!
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Like,
be
it can't
gross.
be. It can't be dried out.
Yeah.
Wow,
Still
gotta-
lubricated.
Those bones
Fuck
still
off.
gotta move.
And then I roll 2d6, and I don't. And if I roll 4 to 12, nothing happens. 13 to 14, it's clumsily applied. They explode messily.
Okay.
Then above that is animated for 24 hours before literally falling to pieces. Or I can basically succeed super well, and it's perfectly animated, and it's till it's destroyed.
Okay. What's Skeletal Counsel? Is that like speak?
Skeletal councils often talk to skulls. Sometimes they talk back. Use the spell. It allows you to speak to the dead, who answer one question per casting. Requires a skull.
And then
Torpor.
Okay, this one is hilarious. Assassin's Dagger, equivocally named, but actually quite mundane. The wizard whispers to an object, and that object then seeks out and vigorously and repeatedly bumps into the desired target. Obviously, if you whisper to a poisoned dagger, the result is one thing, while doing it to a letter is another. Travels any distance and always arrives eventually.
Oh, I love that.
Like,
great.
that's
That's
hilarious.
awesome.
Did you get your random spells, Lance?
I was confused. I thought you
Yeah.
said I have to roll to pick them.
Yeah. Okay. So let's how do we want to do this? There's how many spells? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Isn't there a table with all the spells on them?
Oh, I don't think so. I didn't see one.
I think so. It's at the front. It's like one of the
yeah.
first pages.
Oh yeah, random spell. It's like page, yeah, 3.
Yeah, there's a lot of spells. Okay, so roll on the spandom spell table. On the spandom spell sable. Yeah, so you roll a d6 times 10 plus another d6. So roll a d6, multiply times 10.
D6 times 10 plus what?
Plus another d6. So you'd roll a d6, and then we'll multiply it by 10, and then roll another d6, and we'll add it to that, and that'll give us our first spell. You get 3 random spells, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I entered it wrong because there was an error in your... I put D6x 10. That's how you times, right?
You can't... I don't think you can do multiplication in Roll20. Just do /roll 1d6.
Okay. Okay.
So a 50, and then roll another d6.
Isn't it just a 1d10 like plus 6? Or d6 times 10 plus 6?
I don't think you can do multiplication in Roll20.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying, wouldn't that then be 50 plus 6? So it'd be 56?
No, it's 50 plus another d6.
Oh, I thought it just said 50 plus 6.
No, it's d6.
I can't read.
51.
It's okay, neither can I.
Okay, you get light. Let's just do them all. It'll probably be a little bit faster.
Oh yeah, you can just roll 2d6 and just read it like that we were for the character. And that's what it is. Because one is the tens place and one is the ones place.
Yeah, you're right. Just roll 2d6.
56. 51, 56.
You get
What is that?
shatter.
Shatter, bitch.
And then, what's your other one?
45.
40.
I thought it said Courtney 5.
Courtney 5, and invisibility. Is invisibility good in this game?
I don't know.
The wizard Okay, the wizard turns flesh into refractive crystal sheets. It's very uncomfortable, and you make a slight shishing sound as you move, but are quite invisible and don't suffer from the usual limitations of illusions. Last for 3 minutes, after which you noisily reform into dull and frustratingly opaque flesh.
Okay, I love magic in this game.
Magic in this game is pretty fucking great.
By the way,
My favorite spell is cockroach.
What's
Yes,
cockroach?
I read that one.
What do you
It
think?
turns. Yeah,
Do you
it turns
turn someone
people
into a cockroach?
Turn someone into a cockroach, and it explicitly lasts forever.
by the way, torpor, my other skill or
Yeah.
spell,
Torpor?
I just torpor, Torpor. I basically can just emulate dead. Like,
Oh, you can play dead?
Wow, you guys are so cool.
like I do not need air, do not need water or food,
Uh-huh.
but I'm only minorly conscious of sound and movement. Can't tell who's talking or what is
So
being
you're
said.
hibernating.
Basically, it's because apparently necromancers need to have a deep sympathy for the undead, so they try to get close to dying. So they
Do you
can
have a
understand
dead
the
girlfriend?
Yeah.
Christian, Teddy, can you clarify why there are 1s, 2s, and 3s, and 4s, and 10s next to like the
Yes.
spells?
That
So
is
that's
how much.
That's how much stamina it costs to cast a spell.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I love how Christian and Lance are like these two really cool and interesting spellcasters, and you're just like not even good at being an assassin, but you're on your way.
And I am determined to make my character interesting. I
Thank
try
you.
to come up with a fun name.
Thank you for not making like an edgy like assassin character.
No,
Or you could.
I never play like assassin-y characters. I play rogues quite a bit, but even my rogues are like snake oil salesmen.
Yeah, you're
Oh my
you're a
God.
charlatan. You're a charlatan,
Yeah,
not an
so-
assassin. Yeah.
My
Wait.
assassin skills are gonna be interesting.
Listen to this. Purple lens. The recipient's eyes glow purple as they experience an alternative reality where people are kind. Their surroundings are beautiful. Their food is indulgent, and so on. This doesn't change the reality of things, but it does make them more palatable. Last until they want it to end.
I love it.
That's
You're amazing.
and really sad.
I love it.
Oh,
Cool. So does everybody have all of the stuff that they need on their character sheet filled out for the most
Yeah.
part?
what the
Yeah,
fuck?
except my name.
I am so jealous I didn't get read entrails.
Aw.
That's-
Damn.
The,
You're not
wi-
a
the
wise-
the wizard can get the answer to one question from the entrails of a living creature. The size and importance of the creature influences the level of knowledge gained. So, like, small common animals are able to offer yes or no answers. Oxen can predict things obtusely. Oh shit! Lamusa may offer explicit and thorough advice.
What's
But
a
it needs
Lamusa?
entrails.
You mean a
His- him.
Lamasu?
Yes, me.
Oh,
If-
that's
if
him.
Yeah, if you were to cut open my entrails. And you could
Wow.
just spell.
All right. First
I'll
thing
go
we're doing
test.
is we're cutting you open.
Great.
Figure out what to do.
Yeah.
All right.
There's
Okay.
a spell. There's a spell called Zed that is stamina to cast, and all it says is no one knows what this does, but everyone who has cast it disappears instantly, never to be seen again.
Oh my god, so you literally get a spell you can't use.
No, you can use it.
But then you're out of the game.
Yeah, maybe. That's interesting though.
What the hell?
So, right, everybody's done filling out all their stuff.
Yep.
Yes.
don't
Does
have-
anybody
do
does
you know
anybody
what
have a
it's at?
name for their character yet at all?
I do.
Any
What's your
ideas?
name?
Oh, what's your name? Let me write it down. Give me a sec.
Wait, me too.
All right.
Where the hell? Oh. Okay. Ready.
All right.
Okay. My name is Babbins Talos.
Where do you come up with these? Babbins!
Cabins.
Yes. We're bringing it back, babe. I'm not letting it go.
Babbins, what's your last name?
Talos. It is Tallos.
LL. I wrote it like Talos from Skyrim.
I don't know how that's spelled.
Yeah,
T-A-L-O-S.
yeah, that's one S. Bree, Christian, any names, any ideas? Cool if not, but
I'm
at least
close.
we've got Babbins.
Yeah, good luck.
My name is Tim Bailey.
Stop. Is it really? Tim.
Yep.
It's my boyfriend's dad's name.
Tim Bailey. All right, dope. Bree, it's on you. If you don't have a name, it's fine, but if you do,
You're an apprentice, okay? You can't give yourself a badass name. I'm somebody who trips all the time.
you're just you just graduated from the Hogwarts of being an assassin, basically.
But not with flying colors.
No. Yeah, you haven't fully developed the idiosyncratic methods required of a master, but you're on the path.
I feel like as an assassin, I wouldn't have a last name.
Okay. Yeah.
You know?
Well, you would, but no one else would know.
Well,
I feel
then
like
you guys don't get to know it.
No. Like maybe you relinquish that. Is it like Arya and the
Faceless. or
I
whatever.
guess. I don't actually know.
No, it's
I'm
like
not a Game of
reference lost
Thrones.
on
I'm
you.
not a Game of Throneser.
Part of giving up becoming a thief is assuming any identity and having a last name inhibits you.
No.
So
Yes.
Faceless man.
I think.
I appreciate what Nicolas Cage did for Game of Thrones. He really took the faces off so that Arya could.
Yeah, Nick
Put the face on.
Nick Cage ran so Arya could fly.
Was he in Game of Thrones?
No, it's a joke.
Okay.
He was in Face Off with.
It's him. It's Nicolas Cage and John Travolta, right?
Yeah.
In Face Off. I've never seen that movie. but I've
Okay,
heard so much about
I'm
it.
gonna give you guys my character's full name, but just knowing that she's kind of abandoned her last name.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay, first name is Fnibbit.
Like with a
F-
T?
Fnibbt.
Okay.
And last name is Wernicke. Wernicke.
I'm gonna write Wernicke and then I'm putting a slash through it.
Yes.
Now you're just Fnibbit.
Wait. But she keeps forgetting to not tell people her last name.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not.
That's what it is.
Really bad at this.
She dropped her last name, but she keeps she always introduces herself, like, and then she's like, dang it,
Every
snap."
time she steals something and leaves a note saying like, I've struck
The
a
wet
win."
bandit.
The
Yes.
word is just crossed out.
It's a calling card.
Exactly.
Let me put my name on my character sheet.
Okay.
Do
Is
I
there
have-
any last couple things that we want to do? I think we're probably good for now. There's one last thing that I want to touch before we close this thing down, which is scheduling, like when we want to play. Because I'd like to do this weekly.
So I would.
Yeah, what's up?
Sorry.
No. What's
I
up?
was thinking because Christian's the one that I was thinking we should see if we could do it on a night where Christian doesn't have work the next day.
Oh, I'm not worried about my work.
Yeah,
like,
we
my
only
best
need, we're
days-
only ever gonna play. We're only ever gonna play for 4 hours.
I know. I just mean
Only 4 hours?
Yes. Yeah.
I just mean
Get ready, friend.
I feel
this
like
ain't for
I don't
fun.
know. We can do it when you didn't have work that day if you want. If that'd be easier for you, like you feel like you'd be more awake. Because I mean, honestly, I'm super flex. I'm just thinking because Bree only works on the weekends.
Yeah, we can have this. We can have this discussion off of the recording. But I see what you're going for. I'm trying to think. Everybody's
I'm
got
just
characters.
thinking
Yeah.
Teddy doesn't have conflicts.
Nope.
My conflict is just Monday night.
Yeah.
Bree, it's just Saturday
On
Right.
Sunday.
and Sunday.
Mhm.
And so it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are the options. And
Yeah.
Christian's the one that is. I'm thinking if you think it'd be easier for you if we do it on your day off or something.
If we do it on my day off, again, we can talk about
Yeah.
Is there
yeah,
anything
we
you
don't-
wanted to
we
do
don't-
before we
yeah,
end the
no,
recording?
we don't have to decide this right now.
Well, I don't mind talking, but do you want to do something to end the recording and we can keep talking?
No, I think in terms of what we needed to get done for a session 0, I think that just about does it. I mean, we've got characters. I've got enough to kind of For session 1, I should let y'all know we're gonna be running the and I hope nobody's read it because it's in the book.
Oh no, I haven't.
We're gonna be running the published adventure that's in the back of the book. It's called The Blank Mage and Thistle, and it is maybe one of the greatest published adventures I've ever read. It's we'll get to it, but
That's
don't
some
read
high
it. Like,
praise.
if you've got the book now, like don't read that shit. But that's
I
what
do
we'll
have a
do.
question.
Yeah, what's up?
Should I have anything for attacks?
Let me look on your attacks. What do you mean by that? Oh,
Like we-
yeah. So you should have. Do you have any weapons given to you? By
I
your background?
do. I have multiple weapons.
Okay, so what you do is you write in. So the way that attacks in this game work is you roll, if I'm not mistaken, a d6, right? Or no, or you roll 2d6. You roll something, and then you compare it to a matrix. Like, you don't ever roll damage for something flat out. You roll a number, and then you compare that number to the matrix. And so if you look at the first page of the
I
book,
see.
yeah. So then you fill it in. So you've got all of your different weapons right there, and then you fill in the numbers.
So I just put my weapons in,
I have no weapons.
and then I add my numbers into the table.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have claw fighting, and it's a 2 in front of it.
Claw fighting. Yeah, that's the skill that you have in claw fighting. That's the skill rank for claw
that's a
fighting.
skill.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
okay,
I think it claws, and I think it counts claws as what, a knife or a sword?
Sword.
So you would write in, you would go to the first page of the book, and you would find sword. It's the first one here, and then you would write down the numbers. See how there's like 1 through 7 plus?
Yeah.
You write the number that's underneath, the 4, 6, 6, 6, 6, 8,
Gotcha.
10. Yeah. Yeah, it's a really cool way of handling damage for weapons in this game. You get a pretty decent like average of what you might usually do as damage, and then something that's a little bit lower, and then something that's quite a bit higher.
All I've got is a knife.
I still garrote. Am I saying it right?
Yeah,
It's not on the table. Should I put under unarmed?
Does it say anything on your background for that?
No.
No, it's just list the item.
Is it an item or is it listed like a skill?
It's a possession.
Possession. I have no idea. Keep it under your possessions, and then
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, if anything, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of like advantage system in here?
There is. I don't think there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is for aiming.
Yeah, there is for aiming. But there's not for attacking. Grapple. Yeah. Yeah, we can figure that out.
Okay.
Invisibility is going to be helpful.
Will it?
Yeah. We'll see. We always say that.
Excuse me?
All right. Does everybody have all their stuff?
Yep.
I think
for the most
so.
part? Okay. Cool. I think that's a good place to end it then. So I guess the plan at this point is probably a week from now, we'll have the first session. The plan is to be like, this is going to go up on YouTube as a VOD. And then everything else will be streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ted_PK. That's me.
Player killer.
Yep, that's me. So those will go up. I think the plan is probably to do this once a week. So expect the first episode of this, if not a week from when this goes up, tomorrow, which will be today if you're watching this, which is Monday. So maybe next Monday, if not at some point before that. I'll be posting updates on my Twitter. And yeah, I think that's just about it. I think that's a good enough sign off. Is everybody good?
Yay! Yep.
All right. Sick. So we'll be playing session 1 hopefully a week from now, if not a little bit earlier. We'll see.
I have a question.
Yeah,
I
what's
have
your
a
question? What's your question?
So we recorded this.
Yes.
This was an episode.
It's still recording. Yes.
I did not know that until this point.
And on that
Yes,
note,
Leah.
we'll catch you next week. See ya.
That's why I like the